Good morning, dear students. Today we were learning about population growth, how the population is going to be taking growth. In the previous period, you have been studied about what is a population, right? Today we are going to be learning about how the population growth will takes place. What are the importance of this population as under the chapter organisms and populations. So as you have come across with the definition of a population, a group of organisms of the same species in a particular geographical area at a given period of a time is called as population. So population may grow, population may decrease. And today you know very well that the population go on growing only. There is no decrease in the population of any organisms except a plankton. And human population is abruptly increasing like anything. So we want to study what are the major causes. We are not discussing only about the population of a human being. Keep it in mind. We are learning population of all organisms. We are not considered human population, right? So along with that, population growth. How population growth is going to be taking place? Through the help of these four sequential steps. So first we will go for learning about natality. So natality is nothing but the birth rate. Birth rate. It is considered to be as capital B, right? So number of a living organism taking birth in that particular population in a given geographical time means addition of organism. Birth rate, how many number of organisms are taking birth per year, right, in a given period of time. So that is called as the birth rate, called as a natality. Most important questions. These are most important questions for a 1 mark itself. So natality is nothing but birth rate. In tomorrow examination, if they ask what is natality, you should not write that natality is nothing but birth rate. You will not get the marks for that. You have to write the definition of a birth rate. What is that birth rate? The number of organisms taking birth. The number of organisms taking birth at a particular period of time of the same species is called as birth rate. Right? ಇವಾಗ ಮಳೆ ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಹುಲ್ಲು ಬೆಳೆದು ಬಿಡ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಹುಲ್ಲು ಬೆಳಿತಾವೆ. ಬರ್ತ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ. ಮಳೆ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಮ್ಮ ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ನಿಂತ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋ become very high. That's like that is said to be as a birth rate, capital B. For a second one is mortality. Mortality is nothing but death rate. It is said to be as a death rate, denoted by capital D. The number of organisms died at a particular period of a time in of the same species, that is called as death rate, denoted by capital D. Right? In a year, how many death of organisms taking place of that particular species? Right? So this natality increases the population growth. Mortality decreases the population growth. It increases the population growth. Then what about these two, immigration and immigration? Let me tell you. Apart from the natality, number of organisms are adding to the particular geographical area, which increases the population. That is called as immigration. So immigration is ವಲಸಿಗರು, ವಲಸೆ ಬಂದಂತವರು, ವಲಸೆ ಬರೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಹುಬ್ಳಿದಿಂದ ಬಂದದ, ಹುಬ್ಳಿದಿಂದ I have come elsewhere from Hubli to Shahpur. But in Shahpur, the one number of organisms is increased. In Hubli, one number of organisms is decreased. Their population growth decrease. Here, population rate increase. Think about Bangalore. From Shahpur, every year, thousands together of people will go. Then the population growth of Bangalore increase. Shahpur So immigration is nothing but an organism or number of organisms added to the present population from elsewhere. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದಲೂ ಬಂದಿರಬಹುದು, ಆಂಧ್ರದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರಬಹುದು, ತಮಿಳುನಾಡಿನಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರಬಹುದು, ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಿಂದ, ಉತ್ತರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ, elsewhere. But organism is entered into the particular geographical area, that is called as immigration, capital I. Right? Then emigration, ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗು, ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಗಿರೋ. ಈಗ ಶಹಾಪುರದಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶಹಾಪುರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಬಂದವರು ಇಮಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್. ಶಹಾಪುರದಿಂದ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋದವರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರು, ಮುಂಬೈ ಹೋದ್ರು, ದುಡ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. They will go for education or job, anything. The reason we don't know, but they went off. So that is of emigration, capital E. It is decreases the population growth. So two factors, mortality and immigration decreases the population, right? Natality and immigration increases the population growth. That is going to be showing here. In a population, the birth rate, number of organisms taking birth is nothing but adding to the population. So population rate increases. From elsewhere the immigration, they will increases, positive sign, rate increases. And mortality, death of the organism from the population, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, number decreases, it is a negative sign, isn't it? It is showing the negative. Like the same immigration, they went somewhere else from the population. So this all population density is basically dependent on natural resources like food, water, availability of natural resources. ಊಟ, ತಿನ್ನಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ, ಊಟ, ವಸತಿ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So accordance with that, population density capital N, population density capital N at a particular time, given period of time, that is N T plus 1. Capital N is nothing but population density at a time interval with number 1 is equals to number of a population at a time plus birth rate plus immigration minus death rate plus immigration. This is the general formula for the population growth. Right? Then the growth models will come, like a population growth model. That's the exponential growth model. Right? Like the two growth models were there. We will study that in our next period. So this chart is very essential for NEET level, and definitions also very essential. When you understand, you can answer for the question. I hope you have been understand. Rest of us will go